Welcome to the Village of Chatham Election Candidate Forum. I'm Ashley Brinkman, the Executive Director of the Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce, and I will be your host this evening. Tonight, we'd like to introduce the community of Chatham and its surrounding area to the candidates running for the offices of Village President, Village Clerk, and Village Trustees. For more information about where you vote and for whom, visit the Sangamon County Clerk's website or election page on the Chatham Area Public Library's website at www.chathamlib.org. This is an uncontested race as there are 5 openings and 5 candidates respectively. I would like to welcome our candidates as listed on the ballot. Dave Kimsey running for Village President, Dan Holden running for Village Clerk, Brett Gerger, Paul Scherschel, and Meredith Ferguson, all 3 of whom are running for the Village Trustee. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to respond when prompted. Thank you everyone for joining us. Dave, I'll start with you. Can you please tell us about yourself and share why you're interested in serving as Village President?
All right, thank you, Ashley. I'd like to thank the Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce and the Chatham Area Public Library District for their endeavors to provide these types of opportunities for candidate introductions and the virtual forums that they have hosted to provide voter education despite all the logistical challenge presented this year. We really appreciate your commitment and dedication to our community. As Ashley said, I am Dave Kimsey. I'm running for re-election to the position of Chatham Village President, a position I've been fortunate to be in since 2017, and prior to that as a trustee. My family's proudly called Chatham our home for the last 21 years, and it's an exceptionally supportive environment where we happily raise our 2 children. My full-time employment is as the Chief Financial Officer of a local hotel management and development company. In the 20 years I've held that position, I've had the opportunity to focus on long-term thinking and leadership, not just for our company, but for the entire industry, with opportunities that have afforded me leadership positions on the board of directors for the Illinois Hotel and Lodging Association and a position in their governmental affairs committee, as well as a national advisory position for the Intercontinental Hotels Group Owners Association. I'm currently the vice chair of the Sangamon County Regional Leadership Council. That council, which focuses on improving efficiencies and interjurisdictional collaboration, is made up of village presidents and personnel that serve the communities of the county, which look to expand cooperation between local units of governments, reduce unnecessary duplication of services, and provide for improved information sharing among these various units of government. I'm also the chair of the Springfield Area Transportation Studies Policy Committee, helping to guide regional transportation investment decisions in our metropolitan planning organization. My time serving the village has always centered around the belief that we can best advance Chatham by focusing and building on the strengths of our community instead of dwelling in negativity and the combative politics of personality that are too often displayed on the state and national stages. The last 12 months have highlighted the resiliency and support of others that exist throughout our village and serve to heighten the belief that we move forward the best when we do it together. Local governments have some of the most direct and significant effects on the daily lives of residents, and we must continue to elect leaders who exhibit a history of committed public service and who are actively engaged in improving the world around them, not by complaining about things we cannot change, but by fully understanding the limitations in place and working through all avenues to continue to press for meaningful improvements to the quality of life while doing so in a calm, rational, level-headed manner, always with the big picture in view. It's an understatement to say the last year has presented difficulties to all of us, and the challenge in front lies in how we are able to creatively adapt to a drastically changed landscape and navigate a recovery with creativity and understanding. It'll be critically important that leaders be fully aware of the effects state and national decisions have locally and to remain actively engaged in setting the course for tomorrow. We're fortunate as a village to be supported by a highly talented and professional staff, and it's been my honor to work with them and highlight their success and accomplishment. I appreciate your vote on April 6th and look forward to the next 4 years of moving Chatham forward together.
Thank you, Dave. So next on the ballot is Dan Holden, who is running for the village clerk, and he's unable to join us tonight. So Amy Byers, on behalf of the Chatham Area Public Library, is going to play a video on his behalf for us.
Hello, my name is Dan Holden, and I am a candidate for Chatham Village Clerk in the April 6 municipal elections. I'd like to take a minute to tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about the reasons why I am running for Chatham Village Clerk. First off, I'd like to say thank you to the Chatham Chamber of Commerce for hosting this virtual event. In the world of COVID-19, having any opportunity to visit with the voters of Chatham is a fantastic thing, and I am very thankful for the opportunity. So Chatham Chamber of Commerce, thank you for hosting this event. First off, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My wife Amy and I have lived in Chatham for 21 years. We have 3 children, twin girls that are freshmen in college, and our son is a junior at Glenwood High School. We are very involved in the Village of Chatham with volunteer activities, and it is our goal to always try to encourage our children to be involved as well. I am a public service administrator with the state of Illinois. I work with the agency Healthcare and Family Services. My wife is a registered nurse. Let me tell you a little bit about why I am running for village clerk. I think Chatham has been blessed over the years with fantastic village clerks, from Pat Shad to our current clerk, Amy Dahlkamp, and even some of the clerks that were even doing the job before I lived in Chatham. The bar is very high, and I'm hoping that as village clerk, I can continue on the success that they have implemented. From board docs to live streaming of the meetings, those are 2 very important areas that I think are crucial to transparency and making sure that the citizens of Chatham are well aware of what is going on with village government. I would like to continue that, but I'd also like to enhance it. I think it's important that the village clerk attends all of the meetings for various committees that are within the village. But I also think it's important that there's a timeliness to posting agendas and a timeliness to posting meeting minutes. But there's also the timeliness in FOIA requests and making sure that plat maps and various things are posted within Sangamon County government as well. So those are a couple of the reasons why I am running to carry on the successful tradition of previous clerks. So on April 6th, please vote, and if you would vote Dan Holden for village clerk, I would be very thankful. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you for that, Amy. Can you all hear me? Okay, so next on the ballot is Brett Gerger. He was unfortunately unable to join us as well tonight due to a last-minute scheduling change. So next we have Paul Scherschel. Paul, can you please tell us about yourself and share why you're interested in serving as village trustee?
Well, thank you, Ashley, the Chatham Chamber of Commerce and the Chatham Library for inviting us to this forum, and to all of you who are taking the time and opportunity to get to know the village candidates. As Ashley said, my name is Paul Scherschel, and I'm seeking a 2nd term as a village trustee, which is your representative in Chatham. I'm a 14-year resident here. My wife, Kira, and I have established Chatham as our home. Along with our 2 children, Jonah and Josie, we attend St. Joseph the Worker Catholic Church, where we were also married. Kira's been a teacher here in Chatham for 17 years, in addition to being a group exercise instructor and personal trainer. I'm the foundation manager and senior gift officer for the Prairie Heart Foundation, where I work with donors and nationally recognized physicians to fund life-saving cardiovascular treatments for 173,000 patients that spans 83 out of 102 counties in Illinois. Over 17 years, I've overseen millions in grants and donations involving improving higher education and healthcare. I've served on the Ball Chatham Educational Foundation Board, the Leadership Springfield Advisory Board, and I'm a certified fundraising executive. Working with the Chatham citizens, I will continue to work in a fair and professional manner. I'm committed to making Chatham a better place to live, work, and raise a family. And over the last 4 years, a comprehensive plan, along with the rest of the village board, has been initiated for Chatham, guided by a survey of all citizens, as well as a performance audit that has ensured our village government is operated efficiently. Through my village work, I've assisted local businesses secure COVID-19 related grants, obtained business support for law enforcement supplies, and conducted village meetings in a fair, open, and civil manner. Going forward, I want to continue to work to make village utilities reliable and affordable, infrastructure improvements of roads, sidewalks, and parks, be dedicated to fiscal responsibility and accountability, consider community impact in all decisions, and I value all citizen input. So I want to thank you all for your support, and remember the election is April 6th.
Great, thank you, Paul. So next on our ballot, we have Meredith Ferguson, and she is also running for village trustee. She was unable to join us tonight due to a last minute scheduling change as well, but I do have a bio that I will read on Meredith's behalf. My name is Meredith Ferguson, and I'm running for village trustee. My family and I moved to Chatham 7 years ago. I have two sons, Jagger and Jackson. Jagger attends GHS, where he is a senior, and Jackson attends GMS, where he is a 7th grader. My husband, Michael Ferguson, is the youth pastor of Chatham United Methodist Church and is Chatham Chamber of Commerce coordinator. I own and operate Ferguson Financial myself. We fell in love with the charm of the village and its uniqueness of a small village near a large city. We've come to think of Chatham as our home. I want to give back to the village that has welcomed us. I serve on several boards in the village and community. I love volunteering and contributing to the success of our village. I will bring a strength to the village as a business owner, a parent, and someone that has an outside perspective. All of the traits combined will make me a strong voice and advocate for my constituents. I will be a voice for movement, community, and progress for the village of Chatham. If you have any questions or want to discuss any issues of concern, please feel free to reach out to me at 256-452-0701 or email me at meredith.s.ferguson@gmail.com. And that's all for Meredith. This wraps up our forum for this evening. The goal for this session was to provide introductions to the candidates for various village offices to be elected at the Consolidated General Election on April 6, 2021. The Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce and the Chatham Area Public Library are pleased to bring this recording to our community and to continue our goal of providing education on the April 6th Consolidated General Election. Again, Election Day voting will be Tuesday, April 6th from 6 to 7 p.m. with early voting options now available. To find your polling locations or additional information on early and mail-in voting, please visit www.sangamoncountyclerk.com. A recording of this forum will be available through the websites of the Chatham Area Public Library and the Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to our viewers for your time, and thank you to our candidates for their willingness to run for office to represent our community voice in the village of Chatham.